scads of people out there are happy to perform a lot of the labor that they previously had to have employees or freelancers do.
What do? The artists are not suddenly going to demand to get paid because the incentives to not get paid are still too great.
But if we had to pay for the creative content that's going on to YouTube and every place else, none of these would make any economic sense.
My name is Eric Frank. I'm a musician, but most of my work is in promotion and the business end. So this is kind of our front page. Has all the vital stuff.
If I were to get a CD from a band, I would know. If it's a band who's got no MySpace page and no YouTube page, they're 10 years behind. Throw it out. I don't even need to listen. That's not somebody I have any interest in.
The main kind of go-to is my MySpace. I think that used to be kind of cheesy a while ago, but it's become more and more an accepted referral spot.
As the creative class is potentially growing here, overall, and I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but something like 10% of people who participate on the web actually participate and don't just watch.
Anytime anyone hears something, the first place they go is usually the internet.
There's a lot of talk about user-generated content versus professional content. I don't think that there is a difference except in the aspiration. So there are some people that are creating cat videos to amuse their friends. And there's some people that are creating cat videos that become the biggest shows on television.
There's 5,000 new, interesting, entertaining videos uploaded every day. 3 years ago, nobody was taking it seriously. Nobody thought that it could generate a profit. And day by day, thousands and thousands and thousands of people are jumping on the internet because it's where everybody else is.
My name's Tim Westergren. I'm the founder of Pandora. We have about a little over 30 million registered listeners in the US now. The growth of Pandora has been entirely viral, principally online. Still don't spend any money advertising it. When you feel a sense of ownership, you create value by buying things and saying, okay, I'll sign up, and you also are willing to be an advocate. July 2007, a couple years ago now, a copyright tribunal tripled our rates. And we actually appealed to our listeners and asked them to pick up the phone and call their representatives. It's all super top secret, and it's actually not complete. We're missing a whole bunch here. And so we were able to generate this absolutely enormous groundswell of kind of grassroots political force in Washington.
It's fine that the record business is over. Give it away, because people spend $1 million to make a 30-second TV commercial. So spend $100,000 to make a 60-minute album that is an advertisement for the brand that becomes Jay-Z or the Beatles or U2 or the Stones.
I got this idea for this ridiculous song, Hot Tubbin' on a Late Night. It was intended as a joke, but then I spent a lot of time writing it. Posted it up on YouTube. It started with just a lot of grassroots promotion, spreading the word as much as we could. I was still playing shows, telling people to look at, check out the YouTube after I'd play it live.
What's it for me? Got it, I mean? No! Oh! And cut.
Once this thing got out there and the name is out there, it's basically like a bunch of free promo. You had a lot of people that we had talked to before that had been more reluctant to work with us that are like either responding or hitting us up like, hey, what's going on with that hot tub video,
I feel like the most successful people taking advantage of the internet right now are the artists that can also speak on their own behalf to negotiate for themselves and take themselves seriously and make demands based on what they feel that they're worth. Viral videos on the internet and comedy on the internet, I like it because nobody tells me what to do. I just get to do it my own way and with the people that I want to get to work with.
Is there a renaissance of amateurism? Indisputably, and I think it's probably the most powerful thing we could have talked about today is that I think that people's relationship with the idea of production has changed a lot. And I think that's going to throw economists for a loop, and I think it's going to throw our economy for a loop. It's already, as I sort of alluded to, throwing media for a loop, but I don't necessarily think it'll be a bad thing for our culture. And I say that as someone who could very well be displaced by the crowd. So, and with that, I have to go. Okay.